these are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids.
What are you doing, stick bro?
Now, you see, we've all been reckless in our youth, right? We've done, some of us got into trouble. Some of us done some crazy stuff in our lives. Now, imagine this scenario, right? Let's say you were young and wild, and you got yourself into like some pretty crazy car crash. Not one, not two, but let's say about 3 of them, right? You wrecked up your credit. You had you just irresponsible, like crazy and everything. And then once you get older, you in your 30s and all that stuff, right? And you just walk into a car dealership and you tell them, you're like, listen, I want to get me the most expensive car that you have. I want you to, give me some very low down payment, and I want you to find me an insurance company that actually pay that I don't get to pay much at all. Very, very little. And then when they check your credit score, turns out you are about like 350. Now, what do you think this dealership would actually tell you? Should you feel entitled to walk out of this dealership with that Ferrari or with that Lamborghini? Or should they tell you to just like kick rocks and find something like a second-hand made type of vehicle that's about like, within your budget?
Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit, okay? I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna
All right. I think it's fair to say that these women are trolling us because I refuse to believe that people can be that delusional. Imagine, right? Let's say you're a 500-pound guy and you're like, you know what? I want my woman to be a top tier model who knows how to cook it clean and do this and do that. Meanwhile, you live in the basement with your grandma or something like that, right? Don't really have a job and you have all the high expectation. So it's almost like you setting yourself up for failure. So then when people ask you like, yo, damn, why are you still single? So then you could have that story to tell about, man, because these bitches ain't shit.
be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know?
Okay, fine. She's trolling us. Ain't no way this is real. But wait, there's more.
As a single mom of 3 kids, I will not be dating men that have kids. You guys are not to be taken seriously. Nobody wants you because your baby mama left you for a reason. If you are not licking the fucking floor that I walk on, you are not gonna be with me. Like, my standards are so much more higher now than before I had kids, which is fucking insane. So if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to be a stepdad of 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a little girl, and my kids are fucking bad. I know what comes with dating somebody with kids, and I don't fucking want it. I don't want none of the drama. I don't give a fuck about your baby mama. If you're gonna be a stepdad, you are gonna have to pay for some of my kids' things. Like, if you want to take that role of a stepfather, you have to pay for some of their things. There's just no way that you're just gonna be my partner and not a father figure for them, you know? A lot of you may ask yourself, what are you gonna bring to the table, Lindsay? What are you gonna... My fucking love and affection, bitch, and my fucking time. Like, that's what I'm gonna bring to the fucking table. You're gonna fucking be with me because you love me, not because you have to use me for your benefit. Like, I am traumatized, okay? So you either love the fuck out of me and of my kids, or you're just not gonna fucking be with me at all.
Well, one thing is for sure. She's right about one thing though. She is traumatized. And I believe the reason why she's putting all these barriers is because that she doesn't want to date, right? And then therefore being that delusional is a way of like a self-preservation. She wants to protect herself from the next bad decision. Because there's no way like anyone would actually be able to take her seriously. And the funny thing about it though, right? The funny thing about it is that she's doing more harm towards single mom who actually wants to be in a loving relationship, who, you know, there's nothing wrong with having standard, right? Nothing wrong with that. But there's a difference between having standard and being completely delusional. And I believe this is what this young lady is. She's being very delusional about her options. And maybe perhaps that's the way she wanted. She wants to be that delusional because they therefore it's a way of protecting herself from the next heartbreak or from the next whatever, right? And but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. You know who it is. I'm your host, The Haitian. So share, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.
No. My body, my choice.
On the left side of a woman's brain, there is nothing right. And on the right side of a woman's brain, there is nothing left.